I'm Bronwyn Kilmeyer. I'm the Commissioner for Victims' Rights and I'm from Victims of Crime SA. So we're there to help victims, really. Victims are at the heart of our service. So we can help people get information about what's happening with their crime, find out what the outcome of a crime is, provide them with referrals to counselling, for example, and to other services that can help them. We service all victims of all crimes, including male and female victims, LGBTIQ+, a whole range of victims. We seem to have a lot of older offences coming in, like historical offences, people wanting information about offences that happened 20 years ago, 30 years ago. That's important too, because trauma can last a long time. I think the oldest request we've had around finding information was for an offence that happened in 1942, and we found that and managed to provide that all. Like I said, trauma lasts a long time. Yeah, so my office deals with complaints against their rights and how they've been treated. So the main ones are lack of information, so lack of being kept advised, and some of that is because they haven't asked to be kept informed. Lack of consultation about dropping charges, changing charges, that is another big issue for victims. And then sometimes they come in about sentencing or other aspects, but I would say the two main ones are lack of information and lack of consultation. You know, when you report a crime, if you've never been involved with crime or never been a victim, I think you just assume that you'll get kept informed. You know, someone will tell me what's happening and when it's going to court, and you know, I'll know what happens in court. I'll get my money back for the bike that was stolen or whatever. That doesn't happen unless you ask. So, you know, and if you don't know, you don't ask. I think that's one of the issues really, is around victims' rights. People don't know that they have rights. And so often when they come to us, it's very late in the process and it's hard to do anything for them because it's very late in the process. If they knew their rights up front and that they were entitled to them, they could challenge people earlier about the services or how they're being treated, or they could come to us earlier and we could help more. So it's really important that people know that they have rights and, you know, access those rights. The criminal justice system is very complex and there's a lot of reasons why things happen, and you know, if you've never been involved, or even if you are involved, sometimes it's difficult to know, you know, why things are happening. So we advocate for that, changes to law, changes to systems that are not working very well, and often that starts with a victim coming in with their story and hearing that and then making changes from that. And I also think it's really important for victims, if they can do it, to speak for themselves, because it's very powerful for them to get control back and to say what they want to say. Of course I speak for victims on occasion, but it is good if they can do it, and I have helped some of them behind the scenes to be able to do that as well. Victims vary a lot. I find it really difficult to talk for all victims in one voice because of that. Some are very traumatised, some are not so traumatised. You know, like I said, it's a personal journey and there's no right or wrong way. You know, it's their way. It's a very individual experience. Well, being a victim is difficult. We can help and give you advice, whether that's information, whether that's assistance with some discretionary funding. You know, there's a whole range of services there that can help, like the Homicide Victims Support Group, Road Trauma Support Team, and of course Relationships Australia SA. They provide counselling for all victims as well. So there is help there. Don't worry about ringing, everything's confidential. If you reach out to us, we'll try our best to help you.